Yo, welcome back. No, you missed once again, buddy. CobraStarGreen back. We got another video. Yo, your first time finding my channel. If you love power, you make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, like this video. Yes, I have this recap video and my review video dropping right after this. But like I said, your first time, y'all make sure to hit the subscribe button for the video. But let's just get right into the recap, you guys. So first off, I'm gonna talk about Tyreke finds a new little business party, someone he can wire money to. I'm not gonna give my thoughts on anything. I'm just gonna recap what's going on. I'll give all my thoughts in the review of everything. But next thing happened to the episode is Tasha calls Tyreke and she tells Tyreke, boy, if you don't grab a gun, boy, well, the thing with Monet and Tasha, she ends up telling Tyreke to go grab a gun just for his protection. A lot of stuff that happens is kind of what's going on now, just for protection purposes. But yeah, Tasha calls Tyreke to tell him to get a gun. Next thing that happens is your boy Tyreke somehow, some way gets invited to dinner. God damn it, he gets a whole invite to dinner, y'all. Now with this being dinner, it wasn't just him that was invited. I'm so sorry. I don't know these characters' names. I'm sorry. But these two also get invited to dinner. Also, forgive me, y'all. I don't know their names. I'm so sorry. But also these two end up getting invited to dinner. And we actually find out later in the episode that it pretty much was just for these two. Like it was the big thing of them showboating each other. Or pretty much one dude showboating another. But we'll talk about that later. Next thing that happens is, well, for the first time and probably the last time, your boy Kane, you know what I'm saying, everybody's favorite character right now, Kane ends up beating the heck out of Mona's Connect because the dude wouldn't shut up. And he called her a word I'm not finna say because I'm not finna get my butt demonetized too. So yeah, he calls Mary J. Blige, dude calls Mary J. Blige, dude in the back calls Mary J. Blige a certain word, but like I said, I can't say it because I'm not finna get demonetized. But yeah, and that's what makes Kane go after him. I thoroughly enjoy Kane's scenes though. I ain't gonna lie, I thoroughly enjoy his scenes. Next thing that happens is, yep, y'all already know, your boy Tyreke back to selling product around school, y'all. That boy's back to, look at that smile, bruh. He's back to selling product. He's back to getting back in trouble, all that stuff. So yeah, he ends up figuring out that, yeah, wait, selling product around school can work out because there's a lot of parties, a lot of people are bored sometimes. So maybe selling product around school would actually work out pretty well. So we get a little montage of, I can kind of show you guys a little bit, but we get a little montage of them going, and they're doing it through tutoring, of them selling product around the school. So I thought that's pretty cool to just showcase a scene like that. Next thing that happens is that boy Tyreke goes to school. Actually, I think the next thing happens, but we're gonna talk about it. Tyreke goes to school with Drew showing up of all people because Mary J. Blige wanted Drew to spy on Tyreke just to see how he was doing. If they got to clip Tyreke or not, they keep him above ground, something like that. So she sent Drew in because you can't send Kane in. He's too goddamn old, and his daughter don't want to go nowhere near the school. So yes, they end up sending Drew in, which I think is a really good choice. But we'll talk about some things that happened with Drew in later in the episode. Next thing that happens, man, I hope they bring this dude in more episodes. But I'm not sure if they're actually going to do it. Oh, I could talk about this for a brief second. We end up getting introduced to Sax's daughter in the episode, which she becomes a key piece later in the episode. We'll talk about it. But yeah, they ended up introducing Sax's daughter. We haven't heard of his daughter. We never knew about his daughter, but they just felt need to throw her in there in this episode. I'll talk about it in the review. I have my thoughts. But the next thing is Drew... Oh, I already said that. But Drew ends up meeting a new friend while he was spying on Tyreke. And I guess I can say this now. They end up becoming a little more than just friends. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, Drew ends up cliche, I guess, kind of falling in love a little bit. Yeah, they have a little makeout session in the later parts of it. I'm not sure if I can show it because of YouTube's restrictions. So I'm just not sure if I can fully show that, stuff like that. But next thing that happens in the episode is, like I said before, I hope they bring this dude in more episodes, but I don't see it happening because he has his own little spinoff he's got to do. But Tate shows up and they just bother the heck out of Tate, and they literally pretty much forced Tate to get on the stand, bro. They're literally like, yeah, you're gonna get on the stand for us. So I'm hoping to see more Tate. But I doubt it. He got his own little spinoff he got to work on, bro. But the next thing that happens in the episode is Tyree gets a call from Brandon talking about how they're running out of product at the school. Tyreek's like, God dang. So he has to ask Monet for more product. Which Monet actually likes him because Tyreek's actually getting the job done. If y'all know where that reference is from, y'all let me know. But yeah, she's actually liking Tyreke now because he's actually, selling his product, doing good, getting out. He's doing a really good job. Next thing that happens is, well, I talked about this a little bit earlier, but yeah, these two end up kissing and making out. I'm not here to be like I was bothered by it. I'll give my thoughts on all of that stuff in my review, so you guys make sure to check out the review, so you can hear my thoughts and opinions on stuff like that. But the next thing that happens in the episode is Mona sends her daughter to go to school to give Tyreke more product, but you know what's gonna happen when she in the dorm room with Tyree, goddamn it. Yes, if you guys weren't smart enough to guess it, yes, they end up making out. Tyreke and okay, the big thing about this episode is everybody just makes out everybody makes out, bro. I don't know what character didn't make out this whole episode. Yeah, I don't know what character didn't make out. But yeah, these two end up making out. Next thing that happens is they end up putting your boy Tate on the stand to talk about ghosts, and Method Man at the end of it is like, bro, you such a lying piece of you know what I'm saying? Can't say it because YouTube restrictions. But Method Man does not trust what Tate has to say. But you really can't trust what a politician has to say, though. So, yeah, next thing that happens is Monet. Oh, my bad, right. Monet and Drew have a little talk about what she sees. She asks him if he got the money. He says yes, but then she snoops through his bag, and she finds a little something else. She finds a picture, and with this picture, it's kind of a tattoo of what the guy, the new love life in Drew's life, wants. And his new tattoo. So she finds that out, and she's like, "Oh, did I just put Drew in way too deep?" But they have a little talk about it. But yeah, Mona ends up figuring out that Drew got a little love life going on. Next thing that happens is, your boy Tyreke ends up going to dinner. And the whole entire thing is just weird, bro. When he goes to dinner, it's so weird. It's like it's a whole awkward moment. I can say you have to forgive me. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention to everybody's freaking character names. But yeah, it just becomes weird. Well, we're gonna talk about this. Another goddamn makeout session goes on with these two. I can talk about that. But yeah, it just becomes awkward because egos end up getting like, oh, I wrote the second book. Oh, you probably never heard of the second book because it didn't do that well, stuff like that. And these egos battling egos. And of course, y'all already know, bro. Another makeout session goes on. I'm telling you, the whole theme of this episode was like make out, nothing but makeouts. Another thing that happens in the episode is Brandon goes to a party and he spots, well, he doesn't know, but he ends up talking to Sax's daughter. And they have a little relationship going on too, which I'm pretty sure we're going up deeper later on in the goddamn episodes. But she's there for one thing, and that's to spy on Tyrique. And she ends up doing it because Brandon ends up getting in a fight. So when Brandon ends up getting in a fight, she gets to take a picture of it all. And she gets to expose Tyrique to Sax. Y'all still see Sax playing dirty. You know what I'm saying? Sax never plays by the rules. He plays nothing but dirty. But next thing that happens, Method Man and another makeout session. I'm just going to say another makeout session, bruh. But the last thing that happens in the episode is Sax ends up getting the picture from his daughter about Tyrique. And then Tasha ends up getting a picture, or not picture, but yeah, she's getting a picture talking about, your son's doing well for me. And he gets to keep his head above ground for another day. So that's pretty much how it ends. Y'all first time finding my channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Please like this video. And tell me you guys thoughts and opinions down below. But we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.